can't see you.
You can see me.
I can't.
All right, how about now?
Nope. Yeah. Spiky hair. Spiky. I can't hear you.
All right, there we go.
I can't see you.
God damn. There we go.
I got both.
Nice. How we starting this sumbitch?
I don't know. I didn't have time to think about it. I just got home.
Let's do we're at a disco in the 70s, and we're hitting on chicks until we find out one's a worm.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be grinding on these babes, and then my babe is a worm.
You should pull up Nights on Broadway by the Bee Gees. That can be like our lead-in song, and we're like, oh yeah, hey baby. Got the moves, girl. Ooh, you so slithery out there. Yeah. Stuff like
You know
that.
how to move. Nights on Broadway.
You groovy, girl.
Here we are in a room full of worms, standing in the dark. This song rocks, but it all I can think of is the SNL Barry Gibb talk show because that's what they used. Tucking it up. You're muted again.
What's their best song?
You think?
I think so.
I love How Deep Is Your Love, but all right.
I didn't watch the movie yet.
I have watched the
seen
first
the
20.
movie.
I've seen the first 20 minutes.
Not bad?
Not bad.
Bro. Wow.
I mean, it's
Right.
bad. It's bad, but it's not bad.
Okay.
It's not Sir Billy.
Anything's a win then.
It's not Dougal.
It's a win.
It's a James win. Yeah, so let's hit on some chicks. And I'll be...
Do some literary criticism.
One of us will have a fine-ass woman. The other one will have a worm.
Yeah. Hey, right there.
All right. I love it. Let's do it.
Wait, are you recording?
I'm recording the video.
Okay, good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
A 1, 2, 3, play. Oh, baby, you're so hot. I love the way you move.
Ooh, you out there, you're slithering around out there, girl.
Your girl's really slithering. What?
Yeah, your girl's a pretty good dancer too. She can really boogie.
My girl can boogie. We're discoing.
Yeah, man. You out of here, man. It's groovy. My girl, she all over the floor, man. She all over that thing.
It's like she's like part of the earth.
Ooh, yeah, Earth Girl. Ooh.
Watch this. I'll do the worm.
Ooh, hey, that's what my girl's doing. Hey.
She's really good at the worm.
Yeah, your girl, she keeps sniffing her nose. She keeps like rubbing her nose, man. You You know where she got that, man?
That's cocaine. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly. Your girl's nose is just like full of dirt. What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's her thing, man. I guess I don't know. I just met her, but she's wavy, man. She's a great dancer though.
She doesn't
I
look
think.
anything like my girl. My girl looks like a human. She's got boobs and a
Yeah.
butt and
Ooh,
hair.
yeah.
Your girl's just like she's just like one
Yeah,
thing.
no hair. Like, yeah, all of these
Just
new girls are shaving, man. Yeah.
She's just like a pinkish brown, and she's just
Ooh,
one. She's like just a strip.
pinkish and brown, man. Ooh, you're saying all the right words, my guy.
She's just like one strip. Oh, she's stripping. Oh, okay.
You're right though. She did get like cut in half, and now it seems like both segments of her are now slithering around.
She's fine.
I think she's fine.
I think we should dance.
Yeah, come here, one of you two girls.
Here we are in a room full of strangers. And the nights are bright, taking any nights all my way.
Singing that sweet song, singing it straight to my heart.
What a good.
Yeah, I guess one of them died kind of young.
Yeah, one of the
One of
Gibbs.
the Bee Gees.
One of the Gibbs.
Their best work, though. We were just discussing earlier the Bee Gees, some of the Bee Gees
I love.
discography.
How deep is your love? Is your love? How deep is your
An
love?
elegant one. I think Staying Alive is often cited as as their top oeuvre. Saturday Night Fever, if you haven't seen it, I know it's one of your aunt's favorite movies. Incredible soundtrack, a lot of great work by the Bee Gees in that one.
Incredible work by the Bee Gees. I think Staying Alive is like maybe my 5 from the Bee Gees. I think it's obviously their most popular and it might be the most fun, but there are some other songs that I think are above.
It's interesting how they managed to sort of transcend. I mean, they were like probably the disco band, I would imagine.
I would say so.
If not the. So the fact that they managed to transcend that genre while like spearheading it into some like deeper, more interesting stuff. Jinjo, come here. It's some interesting work.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to talk about that. It's season 13, folks. Our podcast is no longer a tween; it's a teen.
Oh, wow,
they're angsty years.
Just like my fucking cat, it seems like.
Your cat's always in its angsty years. Oh yeah, stole your chair immediately, no hesitation. Well, season 13, Boogies, Bee Gees. That can only mean one thing.
The movies, ow.
And movies. It means that I've got questions.
Ow. Ah. Yeah, man. Let me some preguntas. Ow.
Every time you set it down.
Ow. Yeah. Ow. Fucker. See? He's just fucking gnawing on it.
You.
Ah.
He's getting you. Tune into the YouTube at like 9 minutes to watch him just reach up and bite him.
Ow.
Is he piercing skin? Do you need antibiotics?
He's being a night on Broadway. I think he needs to poop. He does that when he needs to poop.
That's how I am too. I'm like at work and
you're right.
Biting people. They're like,
right,
that's Brandon. And with my IBS, I'm biting all the time.
You have a bite machine. But you have questions, I heard.
I do have questions for you. First question. Do you like invertebrates?
No. I like my braids verted, if you will. Creep me out. Invertebrates too.
I would agree with that.
Do the spine.
How are you living? Yeah.
Yeah. Where's all your fluids?
Next, where are all your fluids?
Where?
Next question. Do you like disco music? You like the Bee Gees? You like Funky Town?
I do. I think I have a little bit more respect. Much better live and in clubs and stuff, I think, than your like traditional radio experience.
Yeah,
Um,
I love funk. Funk's so good.
funk's funk's interesting. Yeah, I love funk. Little James Brown in the house. But there is some bad disco, and bad disco is some of the worst.
Yeah. And my last question, do you like Denmark?
Pretty neutral. I guess I'll go no, yes, and a neutral on these questions. So
Did,
we're pretty
did
down
you
the middle.
did you hear that the number 2 rated restaurant in the world in Copenhagen in Denmark, Nome, closed down?
No mo or yeah.
They are no
Um,
mo.
they are no mo. There's a chef from the Missoula College who went and worked there or something. I had to do some shit
Whoa,
for them.
that's big.
Yeah, I do some shit for them. I thought that was big too. And yeah.
Nome. I think the number 1 in the world now is in Peru. Peru's got so many of the top restaurants. It's not a place that you'd think is like, oh, Peru.
Yeah, it's a food mecca.
But I heard that also Japan overtook France for the country with the most Michelin-starred restaurants.
That makes sense.
Japan,
Tires sold there.
Japan and France are the big 2. Peru's got a lot. USA's got quite a bit. Spain and Italy.
Zambia has very little.
Zambia has very little. Yeah. India's got quite a few.
That's cool.
I love food, man. Food's nuts.
Food, that's our food.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that means we got some movies.
We got some movies, and we've got maybe one of your top 10% of films that we've ever done on here of how excited we are to do. It's Sunshine, Barry, and the Disco Worms from 2008.
I wanted to do it so long, I don't even remember the genesis of wanting to do it. Like, what was the initial spark? Maybe I just saw the poster.
You saw it in the mix.
Movie.
You saw it in the mix of all of the Kung Fu Panda spin-offs.
Is it a Kung Fu Panda spin-off?
No, but you were sending all of those, and then you stumbled upon this one, and must have been like, people have seen these like this, Chop Kick Panda, the little panda fighter.
It's just such a absurd, like not even like a premise anyone could think of. Like a ChatGPT would never think of a worm doing the disco stuff, and here we are. That's the beauty of the human soul.
I've been traveling all day. I just got back from a work management training thing in Denver, and I was coming back from Denver, or I was in the Denver airport. In the Denver airport, there are 40,000 employees in that airport. I'm like, that's nuts. But crazy. Like one of those 40,000 was a bougie natural kiosk honey salesman. And I was like, whoever thought that their job would have been a overpriced bougie honey salesman inside the Denver mall at a or inside the Denver airport at a kiosk? Like, what is that?
I always wondered if the airport employees like switch jobs ever.
Yeah,
like
right?
is that just like the guy just goes to Subway every day for his life at the airport, or does he like have to go do something else? I think probably just the Subway.
I think he just goes to Subway.
That'd be an odd job.
Yeah, and you going to like some place that's that big, like if you work at a normal Subway, you just park in the back and you walk in. You have to do like long-term like employee parking, and then take a tram into the thing, and then you go
wage.
What
security?
Yeah, they have to get through security. What the hell is that?
I imagine, or have like a little badge or something. But yeah,
that's wild. Wow.
Airports are
crazy. And I saw, I'm sure you've heard about the Denver airport conspiracy theories. I saw the blue horse with the glowing red eyes. I saw Lucifer. Its eyes are genuinely glowing red. It was scary.
That's crazy. He killed its owner.
Its creator. That's wild. Man. But Sunshine Berry and the Disco Worms from 2008. And before we get into it, I don't have a beer. Do you have a beer?
Yeah, I just cracked a Diet Dr. Pepper. From the Dr. Pepper parent company. I believe they are not owned. They're not a Pepsi or
No,
Coke, right?
they're Coke. I think they're a branch of Coca-Cola.
Are they?
Yeah.
They might be a branch of Coca-Cola. Brandon thinks. It's quite frankly one of my favorite beverages.
And what region is it from? Is it from the Dr. Pepper region?
It's from the Zambia region.
Oh, wow. One of the rare Zambia Diet Dr. Pepper. And you cracked it open. Now it's not even in mint condition.
It is in mint taste though.
Oh, wow. Oh, cat butthole.
He's being a dick.
So, Sunshine Berry and the Disco Worms from 2008. Let's get into it. We've got a director. And we've got two directors.
Even this? Oh, double the fun.
First director's name is Thomas Borch-Nielsen.
Was Borscht Nielsen. You gotta drop the Borscht, my friend.
Or maybe Borch. Either way. Yeah, just
drop
Borch.
it. Don't go by your middle name there.
Do like Thomas B. Nielsen.
Tommy Nielsen. Yeah.
Tommy Nielsen, yeah. Well, he hasn't done much. He's done only other like 3 things in his filmography. Something called Webmaster.
Interesting.
Orkenens Juvel.
Stupid sounding.
And Captain Bimze.
That sounds good. Hey, you relax.
Captain's
butt wet.
Captain spelled Kaptajn.
That's cool. Like a sort of like a cool way to do it.
And then the other writer is Tony Zink.
Director. But yes.
Oh yes, sorry.
That's like a fake name.
Only 2 things. Tony Tonni and Zink Zinck. So a little different on each way. They directed Und Konstreng and Dream Builders.
Dream Builders. Yeah. Joe, oh my god. He is freaking out. Alice isn't home. She's at a tennis meet right now. So he's feeling needy. Like a worm.
Like a worm. Like a cat. No, cats usually don't feel needy. So 2 directors, not a lot, no crossover between them. But how about writers? Just 1 writer.
How about them writers? Give it up for the writers, everybody in the world.
Writer's block. Give it up for writer's block.
You're right for writer's block.
But not the actual thing of writer's block when you get in a rut and then you can't do it anymore. Our writer's block.
Yay, our writer's block.
Okay. Boo, regular writer's
I have been doing more writing recently.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our writer's got a cool name, though, compared to Thomas Borch-Nielsen. His name is Morten Dragstead.
Morten Dragstead?
Yeah.
I just got word that Shane Sanders has yet to be drafted. That's interesting.
The Cowboys took a guy that was projected as the 51st pick at 12.
Oh, no. Who was he?
An offensive guard.
Let
me look. Lukas. Rounds. They picked
that beautiful Dr. Pepper.
They picked Tyler Booker, offensive guard out of Alabama.
Weird. Did the Vikings pick anybody yet?
The Vikings are at pick 24. It's 22 right now.
Ooh, go Vikings. Hey, buddy.
So, Morten Dragstead has done Regel number 1.
Okay.
We Are the Champions.
We Are the Champions.
Raison.
I heard of that.
Zoomers.
Zoomers.
This one sounds cool. Those Who Kill, The Shadow of the Past.
That sounds like a video game.
It does. But you're just thinking of Shadows of Colossus.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
That is cool. He did The Detectives, On the Edge, Hold My Hand, 10 episodes of Grey Zone, and 15 episodes of Pendler Kids.
Oh. So he's written a lot, and it all, correct me if I'm wrong, lack of worm-related topics, it seems
I
like.
I can't say for sure because I've never
You're
seen or
right,
heard of any of these, but I'm
especially the Dutch
thinking
ones.
much less worm related. And then a cast.
Oh no.
The main man, everybody knows Peter Freuden,
Peter Frozen as Barry,
Barry. You've also got Trine Dryholm,
as one of
uh,
the Sunshine Worms.
Lars Hjortshage,
Ostensibly another Sunshine Boy.
Truls Leiby,
He's the villain. The villain.
Helle, del Dolaris.
Oh, sexy. That's my worm girl.
There was a hot worm girl, and there was a villain in this.
Of course.
Berth Newman.
What if it, and I'm being totally, that's a good name. Hold it, you're right. Bert Newman's fantastic.
Wait, Berth Neumann.
Bert Neumann. Um, I am being sincere in saying this movie should have been like a slice of life, one day in the life, Days of Confused style of Disco Barry and his
Very well could be a
Sunshine.
great coming of age story. Yeah.
Yeah, just like, yeah, a glance.
You've also got Peter Hess Overgaard and Henning Jensen.
That's a Dutch sounding cast, Brandon.
It's just very Dutch sounding cast, yeah, for sure. And then I think the title says all it needs to for a plot, but I've got a plot. Two lowly earthworms, Gloria and Barry, decide to make the world's greatest disco band, which helps them rise from the bottom of the food chain to stardom, proving that earthworms can boogie too.
Oh yeah.
Even if an
So
earthworm can do it, you can do it.
so a little bit like a rags to riches, like a walk hard sort of
Yeah.
storyline. Yeah,
With a dazed and confused vibe.
if only with the Bee Gees soundtrack.
The BG soundtrack, yeah.
Did they do the music for this like they did for Saturday Night Fever?
I didn't find they didn't do the music. They were just songs that I'm guessing they paid royalties on to put them
I'm
in here.
guessing maybe not, but yeah.
Because I heard right away, like one of the first, "Burn, baby, burn, disco inferno, burn, baby, burn." But I don't know.
And that's in universe. Disco Barry invented that song, right?
No, he just turns on the record player.
Right, so disco's already there. Okay.
Disco's
Yes, I've watched this movie, if you can tell.
and then some history.
I know you've got all sorts of history for this, right?
The movie with no research on it.
Yeah.
I have some history.
Oh fuck, the history's coming. The history's coming.
Da, 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 da!
1 if by land, 2 if by IMDb,
Oh, nice. I like it. And
3 if by Wikipedia.
3 if by snail mail.
Snail mail.
Earth
we're
mail.
worms.
Worm mail, yeah. There's not a ton of history, but I found a little bit that I could have probably put in facts, but I was like, this is history. Let's put it in history. So
This movie is history.
Sunshine Barry, this movie is just American history. You should teach Alex should teach this in her history class.
I should teach it in my film class, but she should, you're right.
Sunshine Barry and the Disco Worms, also known simply as Disco Worms, which is how I found it, is a 2008 Danish animated film. Director Thomas Borch Nielsen, that's the writer. No, that's director, never mind. Thomas Borch Nielsen always had a soft spot in his heart for earthworms.
That's gross.
Which sparked the idea for this animated movie. When asked about his inspirations in an interview with Animag Online, Nielsen stated, in quotes, "After the rain has fallen, the earthworms crawl up from their holes and out on the street, where they risk being driven over by cars or dry out in the sun. So, when I go for a walk, I have to pick up the worms and carry them back into the safe soil again. One day, I was listening to Play That Funky Music on my iPod Nano while picking up a worm. The worm did a little wriggle in my hand in a rhythm to
made
the
this up.
music. I spontaneously said, "Look, a disco worm!" And
No, you made
suddenly
this up.
I had the idea for
This
an
is
animated
no.
movie. And
This is this is some fucking Mel shit. There's no way that happened.
this is in an interview with Animag Online. I
That's
found it. I went on a deep
fucking.
dive.
He has worm empathy while listening to disco music. That's so stupid. But
I
I mean that is like what I was talking about. Like ChatGPT can't do that. This is only the result of a clearly disturbed man, an
worm
unwell
empathy
mind.
is wild.
He's got worm empathy.
So
The least empathetic creatures. They don't have faces.
when
You
I
slice them in
was,
half and they become more.
I know. Oh, when I was at the butterfly house and insectarium in Missoula and Marina, and we were like looking at some of the bugs, we saw some of these like beetles, dioramas that are like they're like so big. Some beetles are like so big. It was like I would feel guilt and remorse if I like tried to step on it and kill it like I would like an ant or a like
Of
I don't know
course.
like a I don't know what
Bug.
else. Just like a little bug or like killing a fly
Fly.
or something.
Just eating them.
Like
Yeah.
something that big is like substantial. We were like, I wouldn't
You're
do that.
right.
But Earth, I never really. I do see them dried out in the sun after it rained. They
They're icky.
some of them died on
I
my.
don't know. I'm such a puss. Like if we go fishing, I can't hook a worm on my hook because I'm like so I hate them so much.
Because you don't want to pierce it through the hook because you have earthworm empathy.
I have worm empathy. No, because they're icky.
Oh, good band name, Earthworm Empathy.
Earthworm empathy. Uh, I think the world's shittiest ska music you ever heard.
It's a Christian rock actually.
Christian rock for earthworm empathy.
So I'm glad you enjoyed my history when I found it because
Terrible
I
history.
I go to Wikipedia, right, and I try and find whatever
Uh-huh.
I can. There's always the production and the development signs and things, but there was nothing. But I found a couple things in um like the hyperlinks at the
Interview.
bottom, and I followed the hyperlink, and then I found a different page, and then I followed something from there
That's good
to the
research.
interview. So
That's good research.
I
I'm glad
I
you
use
did it.
primary resources, not Wikipedia, folks.
I always tell my kids that Wikipedia is a great like starting point to
Yeah,
do exactly what you did and like find the actual sources off of that.
yeah. That's such a great starting point. So, and if you ever have to reference, they do the whole citation at the bottom for you anyway, unless you have to change it to like an AMA or versus MLA. But they give you all that information right there for your citations and references at the
Their
end.
papers,
Yeah,
which I've been having a lot of fun with lately, some citation type of writing.
nice.
I do a
It's
lot with them.
budget time.
You do so much with them. Yeah, I don't think you know it. I don't think you got anything, buddy. I think you're
Budge,
holding
baby,
blanks.
budge. Budget time, budge, baby,
Budget,
budge.
bit. Um, do you know what the best disco song is, Brandon, or do you have a favorite? Because I think there's an objectively correct answer, but
I have a couple because I have my little Funkadelphia playlist. Let me look at what's on there. I love um Too Hot to Stop Part 1 by the Bar-Kays. Uh
maybe I am.
Canned Heat by Jamiroquai is amazing.
A good
We
one.
can't leave out Earth, Wind, and Fire, but it's definitely Boogie Nights by Heatwave is so
Boogie Nights
good.
is good.
Like
Probably
the
a
end
more
of Boogie
seminal
Nights
disco song.
is so layered in production. I'm like,
Elevated.
oh, it's so good. The production's
I
wild.
and it may not even be. I think it's kind of a true disco song. I think "Heart of Glass" by Blondie.
What?
Yes, incredible disco song.
It was a gas.
Yeah.
Sent her down at a hard Ooh,
I think it's classified as a disco song.
I doubt it. No, it's 80s pop for sure.
There's a new wave here. I think it's disco.
No.
Yeah, it's the song with slower, funkier sound with a basic disco beats. Band referred to it as the disco song. Eat my
No.
shit, Brendan.
No. I'm gonna go with Boogie Nights.
They also Blondie also had the first rap song to chart on the Billboard Top 100, I think.
I didn't know that. What was the song?
It's Rapture, it's called, and it's dog shit.
Oh. So
Talks about
budget
cheating
time.
cars. Yeah. Like I said, I think you're holding blanks.
So turned out it is budget time.
There you go. That was my favorite.
Seems like a real thing, but did it cost a dime?
Here we are. It's budget time.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Um,
Adaptability.
So you're going not applicable.
Correct.
Seth is the winner. It's $5 million on this.
He gets $0.
Yeah. $5 million.
$5 million. The information is there.
The information is there. It was a little hard to find once again, but I found it. And how about the Danish opening weekend? It opened in Denmark, on October 10th, 2008.
Is this in dollars or in Danish rubles?
I don't think they use rubles over there, but it is in dollars.
The Danish rupee. I'm gonna guess 1.5 million.
You're within 8. It's $225,324.
Okay.
They're not a ton.
Not a lot. On the opening weekend. You don't have
but how about
here, so.
how about?
I mean, that might be a lot in Denmark. Fuck.
Could be. How about Denmark in total though?
228 translates in Denmark theater to legging out a mean 900,000.
You still win.
Yeah.
But it's 1.9 million.
That's good.
It had legs, unlike a worm.
It had worm legs.
And then outside of Denmark, how about worldwide? 1.9 to what?
I think this shown outside of Denmark. I don't know. 2.1.
Well, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You're within 8. It's 6.4 million.
Whoa! By whom? China?
No clue.
Worms in China?
I couldn't find that info, but 6.4 million, which means it made more than its budget.
It made money. It's a Winnie. It's not a floppy.
It's probably pretty close with the worldwide and the residuals and the marketing, but it might be a Winnie. We can't flop it out like a flop. Can't flop it out like a worm would or believe it. It's a Winnie.
This worm is a potential Winnie.
Yeah, that's wild. It's super wild.
It is wild.
And then taglines.
In English?
I have one English tagline. It's not on IMDb. I had to dig for this. But I found research. I know, right? That's why I've been hesitant to do it. A lot of research for very little info. But my tagline: disco will never be the same again.
Oh, chills down my spine.
No, you're an invertebrate now. You don't have a spine.
Chills down my sack of fluids that is in my body.
Chills down my worm.
Yeah, my worm. How do they muscles? They have muscles? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's all muscle basically.
They're all a muscle. They are one muscle. Did they get into? They didn't really get into the anatomy of worms in that.
Yeah, are they all just one continuous muscle?
That's what I appreciate about like Moby Dick, a tale about a whale. And you learn every tiny and intimate detail about the anatomy of a whale. More movies should do that. More books should do that. Just like 45 minutes about what a worm's body is.
Yeah. So, what do you think about that tagline?
Makes disco music. Pretty bland. Not Barry changed it that much. He's mostly doing covers.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's mostly doing covers throughout the majority of his career.
Yeah.
But hey, disco will never be the same again. Also, this is 2008. He in the movie, he listens to records of, like I said, Disco Inferno and the Bee Gees and things like. So disco's already been established. New wave disco? Is he Blondie?
neo disc. Yeah, neo disco. He's like
Oh, he's in the Matrix.
he is to disco what grunge was to hard rock. No, he is to disco what Megan Trainor is to doo-wop music, maybe something like that.
He is to disco as mumble rap is to West Coast lyricism.
Maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. He's like,
Well, how
yeah,
about
like a
taglines of our own?
Um,
Wiggle your way into the seats for this one.
that's this is adorable. Um, um, you mean
What about
about
earthworm empathy?
earthworm empathy? How about worms? Use these worms for entertainment, not bait.
Uh,
Entertainment.
putting the worm in for a hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, stinker.
Stinker. What about um, disco to the movies?
How about this one's a peasant? This one's a pleasant pheasant. This one's a pleasant pheasant.
This one's a pleasant pheasant.
I like earthworm empathy.
I like
Or
earthworm
your
empathy.
or your wriggle your way to the seats one. Yeah.
I think earthworm empathy is our winner.
Earthworm empathy in all caps.
Oh, it's in all caps. Remember when we did the Factor Boys and it was the F is fucking the A and then the K's were back to back
The
and the one was
699.
shimmering and the crosshairs and the O's.
That's cool. You're right. That was a cool logo.
Factor Boys and the Z instead of an S, obviously.
Didn't it win Mookie Best
And
Factor?
it was nominated, but I think it took second. Maybe it won.
I thought it won because Marina did it.
She did make it. I remember that. Facts of our own. It's fact time. Worm facts.
I don't have any facts of my own. I don't know shit about this movie.
I barely do as well. But we got worm facts and disco facts.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a worm man. No time to talk.
That's good. Oh, what about?
I didn't even say facts, but yeah.
No, it was good. What about play that facty music,
Ooh,
worm boy?
Worm boy. Yeah, that's better.
Do you think Barry
music, worm boy.
in this is named after Barry Gibb or Barry? No, I was about to say Barry Jenkins.
The director of Moonlight.
I meant to say I meant to say
Manilow?
I meant to say Barry White and Barry Jenkins was starting to come out.
I think Barry Gibb's probably a solid bet, yeah.
Probably, but it could be Barry White. It's almost
definitely not Barry Jenkins.
Barry Jenkins facts. 12
Maybe.
years
I mean,
fact.
12 years of facts. Oh, he did direct that.
I'm thinking play that facts. Bacon facts is good. Oh, I think play that facty music, Worm Boy is pretty good.
Play that facty music, Worm Boy.
Play that facty music.
Play that facty music till you die.
Oh.
I always loved that challenge. Till you fucking die, white boy.
Till you die.
Yeah. That's
how many facts do you think I have today?
6.
You win. It's 4.
4 facts for the big bucks.
4 facts, and that's it. First fact, according to director Nielsen, Thomas Borch Nielsen, specifically, the character designs and the script took a year to complete, and total production lasted 16 months.
A year to design some fucking worms.
Not the hardest.
Not bad.
Not the hardest thing to animate, but
you wouldn't think.
Next, this film
they cared so much about it.
This film faced difficulty with finding financing and a backer for Sunshine Berry and the Disco Worms, which inevitably took over 8 months to find somebody to produce it for them. This is not the most
not surprised. No, at
But
all.
it's kind of just like Happy Feet, but different, you know?
But it's slimier.
It's way slimier. So much
You
slimier.
know. Maybe more
Uh,
sane. Happy Feet's crazy. Happy
Happy Feet
Feet's
is crazy.
pretty crazy. Happy Feet 2 is fucked up horror movie.
Like Babe 2, Pig in the City.
Babe 2 Pig in the City is an epic odyssey mixed with some horrific detours, yeah. I think
I,
Happy Feet 2 is a straight horror movie.
I like that our back-to-back winners for the brackets were Babe, Pig in the City, and My Dinner with Andre. What a better encapsulation of this podcast than what
Right.
that is.
Yeah.
Hidden
We
gems.
take all comers.
All comers.
Give me your poor, your weak, your huddled comers.
Penultimate play that facty
Already.
music worm boy, right? Is that when asked what he was most proud of about the film, director Nielsen stated, "We are particularly proud of the quality of the animation. That we actually made worms without arms and legs dance like John Travolta and even play a guitar solo."
What an achievement. It is a challenge, I reckon, that they
And
met.
I don't know if it's much of a challenge on animation, but a challenge specifically on just coming up with the idea of
Creativity.
how you're going to make him do a guitar solo.
Make worms fucking dance. Yeah. They don't have penises, do they?
Does a worm? How does a worm reproduce?
Is it can't it's not only by bisecting. They're worm dicks.
Are there worm dicks? I don't know.
They are they are the dick. I don't know. Crazy
They
shit. This
just
is why
entirely enter a
they
worm.
are they are this is this is why we needed the 45 minutes on worm anatomy.
I know, right? And my last fact for you is nominations.
No.
I know, right? It was nominated for one thing, it didn't win. It was nominated for a Robert.
Oh, a Bobby.
A Robert White, your best. We should have
That's
got Robert on for this.
well, he's our finest film critic. Yeah.
Which is the Danish Film Awards. It's like their Oscar, whatnot. A
The
Robert.
Bobbies.
It was
The
nominated
Rots.
for Best Children/Family Film in 2008.
Sure. Probably had not that many of them.
But that is going to end our Facty Music White Boys. So what is Nicole?
Watching the Super Bowl,
Oh, okay.
snacking some chips.
Chips and guac or chips and queso or chips and salsa?
Yeah, chips and salsa.
Chips and salsa. She's watching the Super Bowl.
When
She
suddenly,
doesn't have arms or legs, but that's not important.
no, she's a worm. She's cheering for the Eagles.
She loves the Philadelphia
Well,
Eagles.
it's ironic because she is terrified of them in her personal life, being a worm and all.
Mm-hmm. But
usually Eagles let them by.
But she's watching the Super Bowl, eating chips and guac. She's a worm, rooting for the Eagles because she thinks Jalen Hurts is so attractive, and
Who
she
doesn't?
wants to marry him one day.
Yeah, but unfortunate for her, the sort of a Freudian Schadenfreude of it all is that Jalen Hurts likes human women.
Fuck.
You don't know that though.
If only she knew that Devonte Smith was into worm women.
The worm women exclusively.
So, well, Nicole, we hope you find your man at some point, and I guess go
He's
Eagles.
great dancing.
Oh yeah, wiggle at him. She just wants to get behind that brotherly shove, the tush push, so she can grab some of that ass.
Grab some of that ball.
He can squat so much. I bet pushing that ass feels great.
That's like fucking marble.
Probably is.
Yeah, that's sharp.
Oh, it's so hard.
Yeah.
That's what Nicole's thinking. Worm Nicole.
Worm.
Nicole Kid Worm. Because she's not a man. She's not a human.
You're right. She has to be kid worm. Wormlet. They call wormlet
Why wormlet?
because the kid worm would be a wormlet, like a piglet.
Oh. Nicole Wormlet is watching the Super Bowl, rooting for the Eagles, eating chips and salsa. But she's rooting for the Eagles because she wants to marry Jalen Hurts. Okay, that's beautiful.
Thank you. You're right.
You're welcome.
If it's anything, that's beautiful.
So, should we get into a wormy?
Wormy?
A wormy.
Wormy.
A wormy.
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 I was like, my thing wasn't stuff in there. Put them worms on Broadway, singing that sweet song, singing that worm shit in my heart song. Put the worms on Broadway,
On the worms on Broadway.
singing that worm shit, singing it straight to the dirt shit. I'm gonna go listen to some Nights on Broadway.
I think that's wise. I think you should listen to it even when she gets home.
Maybe I'll try and write a full-on parody of it. See you tomorrow, Brandingo.
Yeah, we could pick a time.
We probably might be a little bit later again because I have to fucking set up prom with our fucking junior class tomorrow, and I'm DJing that shit again Saturday.
Yeah, and you have to watch the movie.
Been the ones and the twos. Yeah, I'll do that during my prep.
It's only 70 minutes too. It's short.
I think my prep's shorter tomorrow too, but I'll get it done.
Cool.
Worms on, all right, see you, Brandon.
Bye.